everybody, that was a very hard slap. Welcome back to another Thursday toy review, unboxing, whatever it is. Basically, opening up a bunch of stuff I bought for this old school series we used to do because they did pretty good numbers, so I want to go back and try again. Here we are today for a very late look at, and I'm going to give you obviously a much better look at, Series 5 of Toony Terrors. I have no idea what they're up to. They're probably in the double figures by now. But I'm going to do some light work here. I'm going to turn off some lights. The visual's going to change for a second. This is literally for me to get a very nice thumbnail in the future, or a reasonable thumbnail that I have to keep my shadow out of it. And there we go. All right, let's get those lights back on. Also, I'm going to bring this camera down. It's way too high. I just had to do that to show you all four. So we're going to go through here. We have, oh, geez, hello, candy dish. That, you know, whatever. We have Bloody Ash. Don't you hate it when you have a Bloody Ash? I definitely had one of those at the start of 2025, and it was very uncomfortable. 2025 or 2024? Start of 2024. But we had all the surgeries and we're good. I don't really so much care about these backgrounds. I know I used to worry about cutting them out and keeping them. I think it's a great idea. I wish they maybe made some kind of 3D things where you could actually turn them into more dioramas. But at this point, I realize it's been years I've been keeping all those, and I never did anything with them, so I don't really care that much. We got a Halloween 2, Michael Myers, bloody stabbed eyes, poppin' pumpkin, the whole deal here. So that's pretty cool. They are still making Toony Terrors and other versions of Toony Terrors. Like we have like Toony Classics or something. They're doing like the old Universal Monsters, which is very cool. They've done Back to the Future, stuff like that. We have The Creep from Creepshow and TLC. This guy had found more success in his future or his past by being part of a prominent R&B girl group. Pretty impressive stuff. You know, I mean, at least he has both eyes, not just the left one. Listen, I had a bunch to drink when we watched Looney Tunes the day the Earth blew up, and it was phenomenal. Actually, yeah, this is coming out in time. Listen, there is a 2D animated, hand animated. There's a tiny bit of 3D animation in there, but it's old school 2D animation. No celebrity voices other than the actual voice cast that does this, like actual voice actors. Looney Tunes film. We've never had a proper made to be a feature film of the Looney Tunes that does not have any live action in it. I'm not counting Space Jam and whatnot. It's in theaters. It got pulled out of a lot of theaters because people didn't know about it. This independent company saved it. They bought it from Warner Brothers, but they don't have the money to market it. Go see it. Put your money where your mouth is. I had the best damn time watching that. It's a Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and Petunia Pig thing. So, all right, anyways, I got my little PSA out of the way. Let's open these bad boys. Let's see what we get. I thought about opening a NECA figure, a proper one, but now that I don't care about the backs, I can get this open. But I didn't want to deal with all the articulation stuff. That bores me. But I feel like it's part of what I do, and I'll do it on these. There's just not as much to worry about. So we got our man Groovy Ash. I need to get my little snippers, or I should say Mary's snippers. Once I find them, hang tight. There we go. Lots of stuff in that drawer. And let's get this man out of purgatory. He's frozen in carbonite right now. I'm trying to mess up paint where I can. And I don't know, I might turn it over for that one. Let's get his boomstick out. I guess that's still the boomstick. I was thinking he hadn't quite, turned it from a shoddy into a sawed-off boomstick yet, but there we go. I do love the Toony Terrors, though. I am trying to still occasionally, when there's one I really love, buy it. There's just something simple about it. I still, after all these years, NECA, please get a Scooby-Doo license solely for the purpose of giving me this Toony Terrors style of Scooby-Doo characters so I can have them all cross-play, because that is what you're doing. You're taking these horror characters, classic characters, all that kind of stuff, and you're giving me Scooby-Doo versions of it, which is amazing. I want to have Ash hanging out with Fred and Fred getting jealous that Daphne thinks he's pretty groovy while Ghostface is freaking and Nosferatu are chasing them down a hallway. You know what I'm saying? All right, so these are not super articulate, but you got a little bit of a joint on the head here. It's actually a little bit more of a ball joint than I recall the older ones have. It's actually at the base of the neck. It's a little stiff. You got a simple ball joint, and that's not even a ball joint. Well, I guess it is technically a ball joint. What would you call that on the arm? Nothing in the elbow, a little twist in the wrist, but that's all you're getting there. No hinges, nothing. I know you're seeing some stuff there. Now, this is obviously an ash they put out, and they just bloodied it. That's fine. Same thing on the hips. You can kind of move the legs a little bit. Nothing in the knees, nothing in the ankles or feet at all, but you do get a foot peg, which is groovy. This does twist a bit. I'm imagining that would pop out of his back like an old school G.I. Joe backpack thingy. You can put it in his hand. Oh, this one actually has elbow. This does not have elbow. This has an elbow thingy. So you can make him be like, would you care for a cup of tea, my darling? All right, that's very cool. I do like it. Let's check out our man Michael Myers, which again, I think is just a repaint of one of the original Michael Myers with different accessory in terms of the pumpkin. I don't mind. I don't know what these cost anymore. I know they used to be pretty inexpensive. Oh, I thought he had like twist ties, which is black rubberized. Interesting. And we got tape for the knife. Get that out the way. Here's your bloody kniff. As I'm opening these, I'm realizing, oh boy. I'm realizing I should have bought more of these. I should not have given up on this series. I still have some more, by the way. I think I have, this is series 5. I think I have all of series 6. I have a special Elvira I haven't opened. And I have like the Shining Twins. The pumpkin's pretty cool. Be cooler if it lit up. But again, that might be getting more into the Ultimates series. Remove the rubber bando. Which I do actually prefer when they make them black because they're a lot easier to see. So I can pick them up without the cats, you know, possibly choking. Good, you can go both ways on the knife. All right, Mikey has that same, well, not really. I think he has an upper neck articulation. That arm, actually, that elbow doesn't. I wish that elbow did. There's no elbow articulation on this one, just the shoulders, just the legs, nothing in the knees, the feet, and you don't, even though it looks like it, you don't actually get any torso articulation. It's like, blah, I'm coming to get you. I'm almost going to do Thriller, except, hey, got them. Thriller, Thriller nights. He's like singing. Somebody out there, right? Some musician somewhere has fashioned a wireless microphone to look like they're holding a butcher knife, a kitchen knife. Comment below, let me know. Somebody has to have done that. If not, what are you doing? Maybe an Ice 9 Kills. I can't say I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of Ice 9 Kills, but I'm not that familiar with Ice 9 Kills other than, you know, some visuals and like just the idea of what he does. And I feel like if nobody else does, he should have a microphone that looks like it's a knife. But I also feel like that's something somebody has to have been cleverer than me and come up with before. Still, Mikey is pretty cool. That is Mikey Knight, not Mikey Day. Don't get them confused. Wow, I'm actually kind of proud of that joke. It's not a good one, but I'm proud of it. Let's open up the Creep from Creepshow. Now, I'm guessing this is from the original Creepshow designs. No, not exactly. I don't know if this is comic designs, if this is the Shudder continuation designs. I kind of fell off the Shudder continuation. It's got some real hits. It's got some real misses. And this guy has a base. How low can you go? Death Row? Anyways, that's interesting that he has a base. No one else does. That tells me he will not stand on his own, which you can see with his tiny baby feet. Oh, yeah, we'll look at those. Those are definitely problematic. Is there tape on that? There is not tape on that. Let's get his lantern out. Kind of wish he had a comic book. I don't know that the Creep ever actually held a comic book, but I feel like he should have one. Okay, get the invisible rubber band off. Pop that over there. Pop him out of his playhouse. And you have that kind of resistant. Oh, you can see that that's actually pretty poor design for NECA. That you can see like skin under the hood. Usually it looks very good. From the front, it's fine. It does not have very much articulation at all, though. Just a little bit. Arms are the same deal, but I don't like that if you flop the arms, like that doesn't naturally occur. So that's not going to pose well. This one does have some elbow arm. Yeah! Woo, woo, woo. He's an Arsenio Hall fan. But of course, that's to hold the lantern. No elbow articulation over here, but he can almost like, what are you kids doing? He's like holding his sign like an old man that I can relate to. Oh, there is not a tiniest bit of articulation in the legs, hence being given a stand to stand him up on. I like this one for design. I hate this one for pose and playability. You can't even make him like try to pick his own nose or anything. Like there's just nothing that can be done there. But he does come with a stand, I guess, for the purposes of making a video like this. We need to... Jesus, how much tape did y'all... Okay, there we go. One peg, 2 feet. Which way is he supposed to go? Just put one freaking foot hole. Okay, so clearly the other one, because that foot doesn't even line up where it's gonna... That is some very poor design. Okay, NECA, what are you doing here? That is some really poor design on this guy. There we go. And he will kind of stand on this incredibly oversized base. Don't love that. Love the face. That must be his mother. But the rest of that is a waste. All right, let's check out the last one here. We got Ghostface Killer. Now, I do love this Ghostface. He definitely reminds me more of Scary Movie. Like, I wish they would actually do this exact same figure, but give me more of the Scary Movie mask. I think that would be incredible. Because this pose, I'm pretty sure is actually, even though it's kind of, it's a very, very Scooby-Doo-esque pose. It's very similar to a pose you can get with either the Nun or Nosferatu in this series. I'm not exactly sure. Also, it kind of looks like if you could actually twist his hand around a little bit, he's like doing binocular eye because there's that hole there, but he's not. All right, there's the tiniest bit of head articulation, hardly anything. You got your shoulders. There's no elbow articulation on this guy at all. And for the bottom, absolutely nothing, but he will stand up because he's got a very wide base. So you can put your kniff in there. I can't find the hole. I heard Mary laugh from downstairs. There does seem to be some wrist articulation, though, actually. You can actually get some wrist articulation. Other hand, too, so that's cool. Is he supposed to have it from the top down? Did they just use the same Michael Myers knife and give it a different paint job? Because that does... Oh, my goodness, that does not want to go in his hand. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he's just going to look stupid because that's how he's going to hold a knife. So this is probably Mickey. I'm not going to say anymore. That's a few. That could give you. That does not spoil. That could spoil a couple of the Scream films, but not what you're thinking. But again, I do love this pose. I love this design. This is absolutely where I would love to have a NECA Scooby-Doo Toony series. Because like having him chasing down the Scooby Gang would be incredible. That would just be such a cool display, and I would love that. But there you have it. There is Series 5 from like, 3 years ago of NECA's Toony Terrors, which is a series I still love. I thought they were going to run out of stuff, but they've done some cool stuff. I don't even think I opened it on camera, but like I opened Tarman a couple years ago. He sits on my desk. It's very cool. Bless you, Mary. And I love it. Who else would you like to see them make? I think we are getting a Toony series of Terrifier, because I was going to say Art the Clown. But what else? Ooh, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Get on it, NECA. Give me Ultimates and give me Toony Terrors, and you will start taking tons of my money again. Bless you again. Science happens. 3 more sneezes and she gets the sheep. That's an in joke. It doesn't make any sense. When I tried to sound like Frank Castle, I sounded less like Frank Castle. I'm watching Punisher Season 2 right now, sorry. All right, that's it. That is Toony Terrors. And that's what we got. And Michael Myers is a diva. All right, comment below. What do you think? Do you still love this series? What's your favorite figures from it? What would you like to see them do in the future? Do you agree they need a Scooby-Doo line to make these things really hit home? Ooh, play sets and vehicles could be kind of cool too. I don't think those would sell to the general populace enough to make it worth their while, but it would be cool. Let me know. Geek out with me in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Other than that, click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. Unless we're running away from these guys, because I'm tripping one of you. I just am. I say that. I don't know. I don't really know. I probably wouldn't, but maybe I would. I don't know. I'd like to think I wouldn't. I like to think I'd be smarter than all of it and find a plan. Who knows? On that note, I can't wait to hear what you have to say. All right, check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up EricButts, try a few songs, get excited for more stuff coming later this year, as well as cooking videos, video game let's plays, some kind of filmmaking, something or other before the year's over, hopefully, to justify all that new gear I bought last year. You can also go follow all that right here, or go to ericbutts.com for all your Funky Butts fun. There's more with the links in the description below, so click that see more button to see more butts. Point at you, kid. You specifically, right there. Oh, that's me. Sorry. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to go open up some more stuff. I'll see you all later.